start with you, Jason. Jason, been out of sprint car racing for 3 months. What's it like to get back here at Knoxville qualifying night and pick up the win right off the bat?
It's hard as hell, really. It's, you know, we've had a tough week. We've struggled kind of all week long, and you know, a few things are different since even just the beginning of the year. I think a lot of guys have complained, not complained, but just made mention that the tires have changed a little bit. So, you know, I got a great team of guys that come out here and really wanted to come do this and gave me this great opportunity. But I think, you know, anyone who's been around the sport long enough knows you sit next to these two guys and 45 others out there, or 100 others for that matter, that are very talented, and it's been a long week, so this feels really good.
Tim, you drove from 15th up to 2nd, and you had a good look. Some lap cars got in the way. Things working well for you in the 83.
No, it didn't start out too good. I mean, we qualified 32nd. This is a new car, and never got to run it. Seems like we got to do a little bit different things to get it right. But hey, it was a handful, but I'll tell you, it just don't seem like my team don't quit. Everybody's kind of discussed it after qualifying, but we kept our heads up, we kept at it, and here we are here in 2nd. We work hard, it seems to pay off.
And Craig, your season's really been coming along as it's led into Nationals. A lot of momentum rolling into the start of August here for you?
Yeah, definitely. You know, at the same time, we had a lot of momentum rolling into the first couple outlaw shows here and really didn't perform where I feel like we need to. So this feels awesome for us. Even after the almost missing out in the heat race, which would have been our weekend for us, but you know, I can't say enough about my guys. They really gave me, even Scott Kirk with my dad, they came together and gave me a good package for this Nationals weekend.
And you went through a motor change after your heat race. What are the thoughts on that after changing the motor going into the feature? A little nervousness for you?
Actually, it was more relief that we got to the end of the race. You know, it took all the nerves because, I mean, any of these guys will tell you the heat race in the Nationals is, you know, one of the toughest races you'll have all year. I mean, it means more than, it means your whole weekend. Now with the chance of maybe having a second chance to some of the guys that had a bad weekend, you know, it definitely brings a new deal. But growing up, that's your weekend. You're qualifying.
I'll leave it up to you guys. Anybody out there want to ask me?
Jason, talk a little about the team, Tarleton and all that, and how that all comes together for you guys. And
Well, this Tommy Tarleton and I grew up racing micros together for years, and just been really good friends and gotten even closer kind of as we both gotten older and had kids and done all that. So when we decided that we were going to step away this year, kind of trying to decide what we were going to do, and actually just kind of over dinner one night, Tommy brought up that, what would you want to run around here? You know, like maybe my dad might be interested in doing something. So we kind of laughed it off at that point, but about 4 weeks later it came together, and they actually purchased quite a bit of the equipment that I had at Elite Racing. And so what makes this really nice this weekend is we've been off for 4 months, but these are exact cars that we built to start this season and run the first 14 races that we did at the beginning of the year. So a really comfortable thing, and Tom Tarleton, you know, put the money up to put it all together and bring it back here along with all their sponsors that they have together, because Tommy and Tom and actually Carson Macedo is here with us this weekend. It's a young kid who they've got running out in California. So they race California every weekend, and like I said, we've been good friends, and Tom made mention that, hey, would you want to go to Knoxville? Like, we've kind of been wanting to go back there, and Tommy doesn't really have time to do it with the business and everything. So it was a great opportunity for me to come back here and take another shot at it, and a chance for them to come back. And it's been a lot of fun because we've been off for a little while, and we're focused on other things, and they're great people that, you know, there's a lot of great runners in this sport, and most of them do it because they enjoy it and they want to have fun. And Tom and Tommy are no different. They're good people, and gave me a great opportunity here, not only to come back and race, but just to come have a good time with good people and run very well.
there a lot less pressure because you're not running the Outlaw Tour and all that coming into this weekend?
You know, everybody when I was leaving home mentioned that, but no, it's Knoxville Nationals. I don't care what, you know, the Nationals has never had anything to do with the Outlaw season. And as much as you'd like to come back here, I made mention of that today between qualifying and heat race. Like, you'd think you'd be back here and be a little more relaxed. I'm as nervous as I've ever been. So it's like Ray said, I mean, qualifying is extremely important. And I've had a terrible week qualifying, so that was nerve-wracking. And then the heat race is everything. And actually, the feature was kind of fun tonight. So I can't say that it's been any different other than at least I've had about 7 or 8 years here, or 10 years here at the Nationals, and it gets a little easier, I think, each year.
Yeah, Jason, just talk a little about the rust factor. You only ran like, what, 4 shows this year, right?
Yeah, I don't, you know, if you ever ridden a bike for a year, you get on it and you pedal it down the street. I think
really like that though?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing in winning any of these races, in my opinion, is your team. You know, Craig made mention of his team and his dad and Scott and everyone helping out tonight, and I know Tim's got a good team behind him. That's what takes time to put together. And I've known these guys that are working on the car for quite some time, and they do a great job. So that's really, if there's rust anywhere, it's getting that gel going together with your team, because as long as you're in shape. I think when you have a race for a while, sometimes you're out of shape, but I've worked hard for that, knowing that this was coming, to try and stay in good shape and be ready to come out here. So was there a little, maybe the first night? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but yeah, I don't think it's something you forget.
Had you not run the 360 Nationals though, would you have had a hard time readjusting to the speed?
Maybe so. I mean, bottom line is, I think any of us can attest to, when you get to July and you race 28 times in July, you get a lot better by the end of July, no matter who you are.
Barry?
For Tim, in the closing couple of laps there, you kind of got up close and personal with the berm in 3 and 4. For us standing down there watching it, it was pretty cool to watch, but what was it like from your viewpoint?
I was hoping somebody got a picture of that. It was impressive. I got to where I was trying too hard, and I got in there so hard, and it stuck, and it shot it up on the berm, and I just stayed in the throttle, was hoping for the best, and I'm surprised it came down as good as it was. But it was pretty neat, you know. And then just to drive up from where we started, you know, kind of struggled all night too, and in the heat race, you figure while you start up front, you're going to win it, you know, and then you run second. When we qualified so bad, we need every point we can get. It's, you know, even running second tonight, I don't know, we might be taking and starting over scratch. You know, we'll just see where it comes out.
Are you incapable, you and Shane Stewart, of doing this the easy way?
I've always wondered about that. It seems like, I mean, both of us just come from the back a lot, and I don't know, if you put it up front, I don't know if we know how to do it.
Tim, if you have to start in the front of the B, do you stay in the B or do you roll the dice for the 4 spots that are up for grabs?
Honestly, I think we'd be back to B. I'm not sure, we'll see how it rolls out, but I already had in my mind after qualifying we'd be doing it again tomorrow, so it just depends on how everybody did tonight and where the points are at. And it's not out of the question. I already had plans to get another car down and trying this again tomorrow, but we'll see what happens to tonight with the points.
Any other questions?
Greg, you cool with third?
Yeah, it could be a lot worse, but I'll take third. You know, getting to be up here with these great guys, and you know, had the fortune. Jason, I can tell you, there's no rust from what I saw. So you know, I'll take it any day. I mean, I finished third on a qualifying night. You know, I'm hanging my head up happy tonight, and you know, I really feel like we accomplished what we set out to do here, especially coming, like I said, coming here from outlaw shows we were barely making here at the beginning of the year. So this is, you know, this is really great for me.
All right, well, thanks, guys. Congratulations.